Well, what's going on, you guys? Before we get into the poll session today, I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys a quick update because Netmarble has gone ahead and given us an update over on the official forum, and I will have a link in the description to this post from StevenYoo. But basically, we are going to be getting a new bingo game event. Now, it looks like based on what they've got posted here that this will be in the game live later on this evening, and it is going to run until 12/16. So that pretty much gives us the information there that we need as far as how long this is going to be around. Now, when it comes to these bingo games, largely they end up being very much the same from one game to the next, and the only real changes are going to be some of the prizes. But the nice thing about these typically is that they aren't anything too difficult, and they basically just give us free rubies and some other items. And as you guys can see, we are going to be able to pick up some free rubies here. We're also going to get a bunch of capsules, and the big rewards here are of course going to be that mystery box for a fest memory that is going to be the second to last reward for clearing 9 rows, and then the final reward is going to be 20 of the epic quest skip tickets. So this time around we do have some updated rewards. I think that usually what they like to put for that all clear reward is going to end up being unpairing kits, which I could have definitely used, but I digress. So overall I could also use the epic quest skip tickets as well, because that saves me a little bit of time each day with the dailies. So good stuff in general, you guys. It's always a welcome change whenever we get one of these bingo games, but that's pretty much all there is to it. I just wanted to give you guys a really quick update here. So if you guys want to notice down here also on the expiration notice, it says some items from the bingo game rewards have an expiration of 12/23. Not sure exactly what those are going to be, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm assuming it's probably that fest memory box, but that's looking like what's probably the case here. But in general, you guys, this should be in-game later on this evening. It's just going to be any other bingo game like we've had before, so not anything too crazy here. But again, free rewards are free rewards. But with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get into the poll video. Yep, we're doing this one more time, you guys. At least this will be the last time. What's going on, you guys? TBR here, back yet again with another King of Fighters All-Star video. And in today's video, we are going to be finishing out the Guilty Gear collaboration, as we are going to be pulling on the Volume 1 banner, going for Eno as well as more bike and memories. But before we get into all of that and more, make sure if you guys have not already done so that you smash that like button and subscribe. And like I mentioned in today's video, we are going to be finishing out the Volume 1 banner for the Guilty Gear collaboration. Now, for those of you who have been keeping track at home, currently we do have Dizzy at A4, we have Ramlethal at A5, so we're pretty much done with Volume 2 of this banner. And then with Volume 1, we do have Biken at A2, and we do not have any copies whatsoever of Eno, so that is going to be priority 1 today, as well as trying to get a couple of more memories as we go to the pity on that first volume banner. Now, we had not gone to the pity yet on Volume 1, because if you guys remember, we did end up pulling a few tokens on that banner and ended up getting a couple of Bikens, so we ended up bowing out of that one early. So in this video, I do plan on going back in there and finishing it off. Now, of course, I had been considering waiting until the very end to see what kind of tokens I ended up getting on the Salt Bad Guy event, but then I got to thinking about it and I realized that I kind of needed Eno and Biken for this week with Nightmare Geese in order to be able to do spotlights for those two characters at the earliest next week. So as opposed to waiting an extra week and waiting like 2 weeks after getting these characters in order to put a spotlight out for them, which by that time we'll probably have another limited banner knowing Netmarble, I figure I have to do it this week so that way I can at least get some footage against Nightmare Geese so I can put those things together for next week. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video, and that is why I've decided to do it early. Yeah, more YouTuber problems, I know, right? But anyway, you guys, hopefully we end up getting a little bit lucky this time around, because we do not have as many rubies as I would like right now. And as I've mentioned on my community tab when I made that post yesterday, we're probably going to end up having to skip the next ban or whatever it is. But that's okay. I am entirely okay with it as long as things go well. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get into the summoning session. I'm scared. Alright you guys, well here we are yet again, but this is going to be the last time, I promise. So for those of you who have not seen my previous 2 summoning sessions for the Guilty Gear collaboration, when it comes to Banner 1, we made a couple of multi-pulls based on the tokens we got from the Saul Bad Guy event. We ended up getting a couple of Bikons and bowed out, so we still need Eno, who is going to be priority 1. For those of you wondering where I'm at on the Saul Bad Guy event, right now I'm on my 3rd pity rotation, so that's what I'm doing here with this thing. But when it comes to this, I did get a couple more tokens, so I do have a couple of tokens right now. I believe I have a multi for Volume 1, which is clutch, but then I have a multi for the card banner. I think I have a couple single summons or something like that too, so I don't have a ton of tokens right now, but at least the ones that I do have are for Volume 1, so right now we are basically going to plan to just go to pity here and get what we get. Hopefully we end up getting Eno and maybe a memory or 2 for Bikon on the way, because that is going to be the top priority. I will also take whatever memories I can get for any of the non-SS characters on there, because I would like to be able to build that final SS memory. But when it comes to the card banner, as you guys can see, we are getting pretty close there too. So, you know, we have a multi here. We're not going to quite get to the pity, but I'm sure by the end of this event, I'll probably get some tokens to finish it. But let's go ahead and see what we get here with this card summon, because we're just going to get this out of the way. There's not really anything we're chasing right now as it pertains to the card banner. If I end up going to the pity, holy mother of God. Okay. All right, well, we only had one of those options, and that's okay. Third one of those, but we only had one of that first option, so we'll take that. So we now have 3 of the one and 2 of the other. What's this gonna be? Okay. All right, well, now we have 4 of that one. Good Lord, we got nothing but option cards there. Okay, well, that's not terrible. All right, so now we're about 8 singles away. We'll just wait on that. Hopefully we end up with some tokens from the Saul Bad Guy event. I don't think I'm gonna use that single token right now. I thought I had a couple, just got the one. All right, we'll just do the multi. We'll do the multi and we'll get started here. So basically, you guys, I want to try and get Bike into A4. That's kind of my ultimate goal by the end of this. I know that that's probably asking a little much, but once I end up getting a couple more SS generics, maybe that'll happen more easily here, because if we do get a couple May memories, I already have mine at A5. And as I've told you guys, you want to make sure that you just use those memories for those non-SS characters on that SS generic memory crafting menu, because right now that is going to be the best usage of those, because you honestly do not need to use the memories for these non-SS characters to build them up right now. Just use dimension invites. Make sure you try and get some generic memories out of this event, because that is going to definitely be more bang for your buck. But right now, definitely not seeing any luck with these multis. So we got red though. That's something. But yeah, you guys, I know that I should probably, hey, we got a fest. Cool. Well, hopefully it's a Eno or a Bikon. That is going to be, like I said, priority 1. But if we get Mays, that's fine too, because again, we can parlay those into a generic memory. There's a May. Okay, so that's going to be memory 1 for the generic memory. So we need 2 more in order to make that a reality. So that is going to be another lower priority in this video too. Hopefully we can end up with that by the end of this as well, because that would be really, really good. But, you know, when it comes to this collab, hey, another fest. Well, that's 2 in a row. Luck's turning around. See what we end up getting here. Hopefully not another May. But then again, I guess I shouldn't say that. Again, we could use them. Okay, it's another May. Whatever. You know, it's funny. We had not pulled, I don't believe we pulled any Mays in any of the previous 2 videos. So I guess we're technically due May. I guess that's, at least I don't remember pulling any Mays on any of the previous pull sessions that we did. So, oh my God, that's 3 in a row. Okay, well hopefully it's not 3 Mays in a row, although if it were, that'd be funny. We'd get the generic memory like way early. That'd be kind of hilarious.
Get over here!
Okay, awesome. Well, at least this time around she showed up on the screen. Awesome, okay, so now we can definitely get Bike into A3, so that's definitely clutch. Awesome, so we got 3 fests in a row on 3 multis there, so that's cool. That's not bad at all. Got 2 Mays and a Bikon. That's pretty cool. So, okay, well, see if we can make it 4 in a row. Of course not. So we still need Eno. We don't have an Eno, so that's still definitely a thing. And I know some people out there had been thinking for whatever reason I was going to skip Eno, and I don't know where people really necessarily got that impression. I plan on getting all these characters. I told you guys going into this collaboration that this collaboration, out of all the collabs that we've had over the past year or so, probably 2 years almost, going back to Sam's show, this is the most hype I've been for a collab, and this is the most I've gone in as far as cutting myself deep on rubies. Now, granted, the amount of rubies I've spent on this banner, or these banners rather, has not been that bad. I think I've spent to this point 30k, 35k, somewhere in there. Oh, okay, we got another fest. But I think it's somewhere in that realm. So we actually have not done that bad when you consider where we're at as far as our progress. This has been a really, really lucky collaboration for us, although I might have just jinxed myself, so... Our third May of the poll session, and we're only a few minutes in. Okay, well, we have the SS generic memory now, so that's really good. I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing with these generic memories at this point. I am on the fence. Biken is my favorite character in the collaboration, just from a kind of fandom. Holy mother of God, another one? Okay. So we're getting really lucky as far as getting fests. But right now we're capped out on what we need with Mays. As we get another dang May. Oh my God. Okay, so that's 4 Mays and a Biken so far on I don't know how many multis, but good Lord. Okay, well, whatever. But yeah, guys, in general though, we have been very lucky with things. Holy crap! Another one? I'm not complaining, but awesome! Let's freaking go, you guys. Yes. All right. We are done with the characters. Awesome. Awesome. I am going to be able to A5 her pretty much right off the bat. I don't know. Actually, I might be able to just get her to A4. I think I'm running low on generic fest memories right now after building up these other characters, but that's okay. I can probably just get her to A4 and be fine for a little while. That's not a big deal. I mean, in the end, I'll end up getting plenty more memories down the road. I have plenty of tickets I could use if I really needed to in a pinch, so it's not that big of a deal. I had been saving a ton. I think I have like 400 plus Holy crap, another one. Watch it be another May. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these May memories now. They're just gonna sit there. Okay. Guys, we go to the pity, we got our A4. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. This has been extremely successful. Extremely successful. This collaboration has treated me better, I think, than any other collaboration in the history of this game. As far as my polls have gone, this has been nothing but successful the entire time. All 3 of these videos have been extremely good with the polls, so I'm very happy with how this Guilty Gear collaboration went overall. This has been great. I'm not complaining at all. Like, if I have to skip the next banner, whatever it ends up being, and I know that that's probably going to have to happen unless they get super generous with whatever free rubies they hand out to us this next time around. I think, yeah, this is we need to start doing singles. I'm not gonna go overboard here, so I'm gonna try and save what little I can. As much as I don't want to do 5 singles, I would rather do 5 singles than a full multi. So let's just get this done. I could wait, but again, I want to get this done as much as possible here because I need to be able to record on Nightmare Geese because Nightmare Geese is only around this week, obviously, and then Omega Rugal's going to cycle back in, and being that both of these characters are primarily going to be geared towards him as far as guild rate is concerned, and I need to be able to do spotlights next week. I wouldn't be able to do that if I waited, so I'm just going to have to do this now. As I'm sure you guys are aware, next week we're probably going to start hearing some sort of rumbling about the next limited banner, but this is the last single, by the way, you guys, so watch us get, no, okay, nothing. I was gonna say, watch us get something here, but no, nothing. Okay, so we got our pity ticket. We'll go ahead and get our bike in memory here, but yeah, so that was very, very good. We got everything that we had really went in there for. We wanted a couple more Biken memories. We wanted a couple more of the just random memories for the SS generic, and we wanted Eno. So we ended up getting everything, you guys. Fantastic. We can officially retire from these banners. Awesome. Well, there you have it, you guys. The epic trilogy of summoning videos for the Guilty Gear collaboration. So like I was saying, this was one of the most successful collaborations I have ever witnessed in this game for my account. I have been nothing but successful in my pulls, so I'm very, very happy with how everything has gone. I got pretty much everything that I wanted and then some, so in the end, you guys, I hope that your pulls have gone as well or better, because I know a lot of people out there have actually done really well with this collaboration, but I've also heard some people have not been as lucky, but specifically as it pertains to May, who definitely made her presence known in this video. But in the end, Baiken was always going to be my main priority because that is my favorite character in Guilty Gear, so I wanted to make sure that I at least got her to A4 as well, especially considering the fact that down the road, generic memories, there's just so much competition for those things as far as who to use them on, so I wanted to try and get as many memories for her as possible in these videos, so I'm glad that I was able to pick her up and get her to A4. Now, again, when it comes to Ino here, I mainly wanted her for things such as Lunatic mode in Nightmare Geese, so that's going to be kind of why I picked her up as well, but at the same time, the completionist in me and the fan of Guilty Gear in me could not pass up one of these characters, so I decided that I was just going to go for it, and like I said, for YouTuber reasons, I didn't want to wait till next week, otherwise I would have had to have waited an additional week to wait for Nightmare Geese to come back and cycle back in so I could get footage and use these two on them and yada yada yada, so I wanted to try and get that done over this weekend, so I'll have that footage ready so next week I can make spotlights for these characters. You know, I've got my work cut out for me. I've got a lot of spotlights to do, and spotlights take a lot of time and a lot of editing and a lot of effort, so I'm not necessarily envying myself on the amount of editing I'm going to have to do over the course of the next week to get all of this stuff out to you guys, but it is what it is, right? It's why I'm here. So in the end, don't do what I did, you guys. Do as I say, not as I do when it comes to us YouTubers, because we have other priorities that we have to think about. In this instance, I have to think about making sure I have the schedule worked out for content for all of you guys, so that's why I did this today. Otherwise, it still makes all the sense in the world to you guys to wait as long as possible on summoning if you can afford to. Just go ahead and wait to see what kind of tokens you end up with from that Saul Bad Guy event, because that's going to be a much wiser decision, especially for the budget with your rubies. I would have done the same thing, except for the fact that, again, I do have a YouTube channel to think about. But anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure that you smash that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. You all take care.
Continue.